Well, that's very confusing. On the map, there's a walk that I wanted to do, and it comes along a path which is just along this hedge. I thought it was this side next to the road and that you would go through the gate back there, but it doesn't seem to be that. It must be the other side of the hedge here. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer. I'm in Sussex, West Sussex, and I'm just north of Henfield, and I want to go for a little, it's only a couple of mile walk, just to get out in the weather such as it is, very cloudy and overcast. You wouldn't believe it's August, but apparently it is. Anyway, I've got to try and find the other side of this hedge and how to get onto my walk. Here it is. I found it. Footpath sign's here, but my van is just over there. I went the wrong side of the van, so the footpath sign is here, and here is the stile. So we can cross over the stile, and straight away I can see on that tree in front of me, looks like there's a camera making sure that you don't get up to mischief. Well, it's all very strange, isn't it? Up to a great start to begin with, but never mind, we're on our way. Footpaths, private estates have their quirks, shall we say. So I don't know this area at all, not walked it ever, but it's quite interesting. You've got the road to Henfield running parallel with me at the moment, I suppose. I guess it's Henfield to London, which would take you up eventually, if I'm right, through Shermanbury and then up to Cowfold and then up to Horsham, I guess. This is obviously some old country estate with the old estate fencing all around. God, blimey. Well, that was certainly no idle threat about the dogs running around. They certainly are, but they didn't sort of get through the fence, which I suppose they could have done, and they didn't actually attack me. But there we are. It's enough if you're scared of dogs. I wasn't overly scared because I knew the owner of them was wandering around. I did actually say hello to him, and he seemed quite pleasant enough. I guess they must have all these signs and stuff up because they probably get bits of problems. Does seem to be a fine old estate though. I think they've got horses and, well, all the country things that you have. But the weather is somewhat humid. It started out a little chilly, and so I put my tank top on, the Mary Hammond tank top, of course, and now I'm beginning to almost regret that because it is warming up. The sun is slowly coming out, which is lovely. But it's nice to get out and get back onto the old walks. I haven't done a proper walk for a while now, so I am enjoying it. Seem to have come across a field of sheep, which is on my right, and then in this field behind me, if I just pan round, I haven't really got a long lens with me, but you might just be able to see there's some geese just milling about. I guess they're going to take off and do their thing a little later on, who knows. I'm almost halfway on this. I think it's only about 2 miles, something like that. It encompasses 3 farms. So it's nice to see 3 little farms. The estate that I've just walked through, one I'm coming up to, and then I'm going to sweep round and come back to part of where I started my journey. And I noticed there was a windsock on the estate that I first started, and I don't know whether that has a little, not airport, what do you call it, runway, a little thing where people take off on light aircraft. Little field runway. I'm not very good with these terms, am I? Clearly. In the air above me, I think, is a buzzard. I'm probably not going to be able to get a shot of it circling around. Actually, it's quite a few of them. I tried to film it, but it was just impossible. More worrying is there's a sign on this particular section of the walk on the gate that says there's a bull in the field. Now I was ready to stop and go home because I don't like cows, but I saw a lady and a dog come this way, and I asked her, is there a bull in this field? She said no, and she did tell me that there is a walk around if I get to a field in which there are cows. So I'm hoping that I can avoid all of that. We'll just go cautiously on and we'll see what occurs. Behind me, on my left here, there is a field that's been set aside with wild meadow, and it's absolutely humming with bees. it's just beautiful to see. I've just been trying to film some of them, but trying to capture them is tricky. But they are there. Bees, hoverflies, all sorts of things, butterflies flying about. It's absolutely wonderful. And then on my right, in this grassy field, I can hear all sorts of crickets and grasshoppers alive with all sorts of insects, and it's so encouraging and I love it. Well, I'm passing the third of my farms on this 3-farm walk. Nyman's Farm, I think it's called. The gates and the stiles on the walk don't seem to be looked after terribly well, and so I get the impression it's not walked terribly often. I've only seen one person on this walk, and that was the lady who told me a different route to get away from any particular bulls or anything. And in the end I didn't need it, because there was nothing in the field to worry me, so that was lucky. Anyway, I'm going to catch up to the point where I took my jumper off in a minute, I think, and then it's back to the van. Well, I'm back and I can make myself a cup of tea now. That'd be nice. I must move that beam. Well, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little walk. It's good to get back out into the countryside again. So don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, become a patron, give me a thumbs up, support what I do. A little bit of pocket money this way helps me to continue to bring the videos to you. Take care and thanks so much for watching. Bye bye, bye bye. Now, where did I put that kettle?